Hello, my beautiful English learners. Aurora here, and today I have something absolutely incredible for you. Are you ready to transform your English vocabulary in just 20 minutes? Because what I'm about to share with you will literally change the way you speak English forever. You know what? I was talking to one of my students yesterday, Maria from Brazil, and she told me something that broke my heart. She said, Aurora, I've been studying English for 3 years, but when I try to speak, I feel like my vocabulary is so limited. I keep using the same basic words over and over again. Does this sound familiar to you? Well, my dear friend, today is the day everything changes. Today, you're going to learn 40 powerful English words that will make you sound more confident, more natural, and more fluent. And the best part? We're going to do it in just 20 minutes. Yes, you heard that right, 40 words in 20 minutes. But here's the thing, these aren't just random words I picked from a dictionary. Oh no, no, no. These are carefully selected words that native speakers use every single day. Words that will make people stop and think, wow, this person really knows English well. Let me start with something that might surprise you. Did you know that most English learners only use about 20% of the words they actually know? It's true. You probably know way more English than you think, but you're not using it. Today, we're going to unlock that potential. Let's dive right in with our first set of words. And I'm going to start with words that will make your everyday conversations absolutely brilliant. Word number 1, genuine asterisk. This word means real or authentic, but listen to how much more sophisticated it sounds. Instead of saying, that's a real smile, you can say, that's a genuine smile. Let me tell you a quick story. Last week, I was at a coffee shop and I overheard a conversation between two friends. One said, I can tell your happiness is genuine. You're glowing. How beautiful is that? Practice with me. Her concern for others is genuine. Say it out loud. Feel how elegant it sounds. Word number 2, remarkable. This is so much better than just saying good or nice. Remarkable means extraordinary or worthy of attention. Imagine you're describing a movie to your friend. Instead of saying, it was a good movie, try, it was a remarkable movie. See the difference? You immediately sound more articulate and thoughtful. Here's a real situation. You're at work and your colleague presents an idea. Instead of saying, that's nice, you could say, that's a remarkable approach to the problem. Watch how their face lights up. Word number 3, comprehensive asterisk. This word means complete or thorough. It's perfect for academic or professional settings. For example, she gave us a comprehensive overview of the project. This sounds so much more professional than she told us everything about the project. I remember when I first started teaching, I would always say my courses were complete. Then I learned to say comprehensive, and suddenly more people wanted to join my classes. Words have power, my friend. Word number 4, intriguing. Instead of saying something is interesting, try intriguing. It means fascinating or arousing curiosity. Picture this, you're on a date, and instead of saying, your job sounds interesting, you say, your job sounds intriguing. Which one do you think will lead to a better conversation? Exactly. Word number 5, spontaneous. This means happening naturally without planning. Native speakers love this word. Let's be spontaneous and go to that new restaurant. Sounds so much better than let's go to that new restaurant without planning. Now, let me give you 5 words that will make you sound incredibly smart in any situation. Asterisk. Word number 6, predominantly. This means mainly or mostly, but it sounds so much more educated. Instead of, most people prefer coffee, say, people predominantly prefer coffee. Word number 7, substantial. This means large or significant, but with more impact. There was a substantial improvement in her English. Sounds way more impressive than there was a big improvement in her English. Word number 8, inevitable. This means certain to happen or unavoidable. With practice, your success in English is inevitable. Doesn't that give you chills? It's so much more powerful than saying, you will definitely succeed. Word number 9, meticulous. This means very careful and precise. It's perfect for describing someone's work or approach. She's meticulous about her pronunciation. Sounds so much more sophisticated than she's very careful about her pronunciation. Word number 10, eloquent. This means fluent and persuasive in speaking. And guess what? By using these words, you're becoming more eloquent yourself. He gave an eloquent speech. Is beautiful, isn't it? Let me pause here for a moment and tell you something important. I know what you're thinking. Aurora, these words sound difficult. Will I remember them? Here's my secret. Don't try to memorize them all at once. Pick 3 that you love and start using them this week. That's it. Just 3. Then come back to this video next week and pick 3 more. Now, let's move on to words that will make your emotions and descriptions incredibly vivid. Asterisk. Word number 11, exhilarating. This means very exciting or thrilling. Instead of saying, the ride was exciting, try, the ride was exhilarating. Can you feel the difference in energy? Word number 12, serene. This means calm and peaceful. The lake was serene at sunset, creates such a beautiful image, doesn't it? So much more poetic than the lake was calm. Word number 13, overwhelming. This can mean very intense or too much to handle. The support from my students is overwhelming. This expresses such deep emotion compared to I get a lot of support from my students. Word number 14, profound. This means very deep or having great meaning. That book had a profound impact on my life. Shows how something really changed you, not just affected you. Word number 15, vibrant. This means full of energy and life. She has a vibrant personality. Paints such a colorful picture compared to she has a good personality. Here's something fascinating. Did you know that using more sophisticated vocabulary actually changes how people perceive you? It's scientifically proven. When you use words like these, people automatically assume you're more intelligent, more educated, and more trustworthy. Isn't that amazing? Let's continue with words that will make your opinions and judgments sound more thoughtful. Asterisk. Word number 16, astute. This means having good judgment or perceptive. That's an astute observation. Sounds so much more impressive than that's a good point. Word number 17, pragmatic. This means practical or realistic. Let's take a pragmatic approach to this problem. Shows you're someone who thinks clearly and practically. Word number 18, audacious. This means bold or daring. That was an audacious decision. Has so much more impact than that was a brave decision. Word number 19, meager. This means small or insufficient. Despite his meager resources, he achieved great success. Tells a much more powerful story than despite having little money, he succeeded. Word number 20, abundant. This means existing in large quantities or plentiful. There are abundant opportunities to practice English online. Sounds so much more positive and encouraging than there are many ways to practice English online. We're halfway through, my dear student. How are you feeling? Excited? I hope so, because these next words are going to blow your mind. These are words that native speakers use to show subtle emotions and complex ideas. Word number 21, reluctant. This means unwilling or hesitant. I'm reluctant to give advice without knowing the full situation. Shows thoughtfulness and caution in a sophisticated way. Word number 22, perplexed. This means confused or puzzled, but in a more elegant way. I'm perplexed by his behavior. Sounds so much more refined than I'm confused by what he's doing. Word number 23, elated. This means extremely happy or overjoyed. I was elated when I got the job. Expresses joy in such a beautiful way. Word number 24, apprehensive. This means anxious or fearful about the future. I'm apprehensive about the presentation tomorrow. Shows vulnerability in a more sophisticated way than I'm worried about tomorrow's presentation. Word number 25, gratified asterisk. This means pleased or satisfied. I'm gratified by your progress in English. Expresses satisfaction in such an elegant way. Now let me share something personal with you. When I first started learning languages myself, yes, I'm a language learner too. I was afraid to use big words because I thought I might use them incorrectly. But you know what I discovered? Making mistakes with sophisticated words is better than playing it safe with simple ones. Why? Because it shows you're growing, you're taking risks, you're pushing your boundaries. Let's continue with words that will make your descriptions incredibly precise. Asterisk. Word number 26, immaculate. This means perfectly clean or without fault. Her English pronunciation is immaculate, is such a beautiful compliment, isn't it? Word number 27, subtle. This means delicate or not obvious. There's a subtle difference between these two words, shows you understand nuances in language. Word number 28, versatile. This means adaptable or having many uses. English is a versatile language, acknowledges how flexible and useful English can be. Word number 29, coherent. This means logical or easy to understand. Your explanation was very coherent, is a wonderful way to compliment someone's communication skills. Word number 30, concise. This means brief or clearly expressed. Please give me a concise summary. Sounds so much more professional than please keep it short. We're in the final stretch now. These last 10 words are absolute gems, words that will make you sound like you've been speaking English your entire life. Word number 31, compelling. This means convincing or evoking interest. She made a compelling argument, shows that someone not only spoke well, but actually moved you with their words. Word number 32, meticulous. Wait, did I mention this one already? See how important it is that it came up twice in my mind. This means showing great attention to detail. He's meticulous about his work, shows deep respect for someone's careful approach. Word number 33, resilient. This means able to recover quickly or strong. English learners are incredibly resilient people. Because you are. You keep trying, keep practicing, keep improving despite challenges. Word number 34, tenacious asterisk. This means persistent or determined. She's tenacious in pursuing her goals, shows admiration for someone who never gives up, just like you with your English learning. Word number 35, innovative. This means creative or introducing new ideas. That's an innovative way to remember vocabulary, acknowledges creativity and originality. Word number 36, plausible. This means reasonable or believable. That's a plausible explanation, shows you're thinking critically about what you hear. Word number 37, trivial. This means unimportant or not worth considering. Don't worry about those trivial mistakes. Helps put things in perspective when someone is being too hard on themselves. Word number 38, candid. This means honest or straightforward. I appreciate your candid feedback. Shows you value honesty and direct communication. Word number 39, diligent. This means hardworking or careful. Diligent students always see improvement, And that's exactly what you are by watching this video and learning these words. Word number 40, profound. Wait, I think I mentioned this one before too, but it's worth repeating because it means deep or meaningful. Learning English has had a profound impact on my life, and I bet it has on yours too, hasn't it? You know what's absolutely incredible? You just learned 40 sophisticated English words in 20 minutes. Do you realize what an achievement that is? Most people take weeks to learn this much vocabulary, but you did it in one focused session. But here's the thing, learning these words is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you start using them. So here's your challenge for this week. Choose 5 words from today's lesson that you absolutely love. Write them down. Practice them. Use them in conversations. Send me a message using 3 of these words. I read every single comment, and I'll be so proud to see you using your new vocabulary. Remember, every native speaker you admire started exactly where you are now. They learned these words one by one, practiced them, made mistakes, and kept going. The difference between someone who sounds fluent and someone who sounds basic isn't talent, it's vocabulary. And now you have 40 more tools in your English toolkit. I want you to remember something very important. You are not just learning English, you are transforming yourself. Every new word you learn makes you more confident, more articulate, more capable of expressing the beautiful thoughts in your mind. These words aren't just vocabulary. They're keys that unlock new opportunities, new relationships, new versions of yourself. When you walk into that job interview next week, when you have that conversation with your English-speaking colleague, when you write that important email, you now have these powerful words at your disposal. You can choose to say something is good, or you can say it's remarkable. You can say you're worried, or you can say you're apprehensive. The choice is yours, and that choice will make all the difference. Before we end, let me tell you one more story. I had a student named Carlos who came to me 2 years ago. He could barely put together a simple sentence, but he was determined. No, he was tenacious. He watched videos like this one, practiced every day, and slowly started incorporating sophisticated vocabulary into his speech. Last month, he called me from New York, where he now works for an international company. He said, "Aurora, they think I'm a native speaker. They have no idea. I only started learning English 2 years ago." That could be your story. That will be your story if you stay committed to growing your vocabulary and improving your English every single day. So, my beautiful English learners, go out there and use these words. Be confident, be bold, be audacious. Your English journey is remarkable and your progress is inevitable. I believe in you completely, and I can't wait to see how these 40 words transform the way you speak English. Keep learning, keep growing, and remember, you're not just learning a language, you're becoming the best version of yourself. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue this incredible journey together. Until then, stay curious, stay passionate, and keep speaking English with confidence.